Essentially, the monologue is advice to yourself. And the title of the song, you've got maybe 3 or 4 times as Nina telling herself.
Yeah.
So your opportunity to play with both being, how can I say this, enough as the advice giver, Nina, outside of yourself enough to look down and say, it's all going to be okay, honey. Just, you're going to get through the number, and it's da-da-da. And also tied up in the sense of Nina, who's getting the advice of, I'm so uncomfortable and this is such an awkward situation. So you have to kind of be able to fake it on both sides of it and play. But I think in general that when you have an opportunity to be the advice giver, Nina, enjoy filling that a little bit more, and then so that you're, in a way, almost it's a dialogue between the 2 characters of the neurosis of the Nina and the Nina who's going to be fine and in charge of everything. So I would play more with those contrasts just a little bit, but everything's very clear in terms of the beats that you're doing and the situation of the story.
Thank you.
When you your very first note, what'd you think about it? Do you remember?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think it was
okay.
Good.
Yeah, your very, very, very first note of your piece was under pitch. All right, right when you started. I went, okay, all right, so I need you to, we need to really concentrate on that. You have a tendency, technically speaking, like for your voice, you have a tendency to sing with your chin up, okay? Often. So I need you to relax, and I need you to think of just getting a little bottom in your voice and your stance. Like lower, everything is up, like this. And everything needs to come down and settle. Okay? Except for that first pitch, right?
Yeah.
All right, so do you want to start from the beginning?
Yeah, why don't we start from the very top again?
Okay, you'll start, you'll sing, and we're going to stop you again.
Okay.
Now, how did you feel about it being that far back?
For where we're seated, you can probably just come forward a little. It's always going to be different in every space, but that's part of
No big deal, but I was like, oh, come on.
Is claiming the stage because it's your room now. So we need to feel that.
Sweet, they say you're going places. So how can I say that while I was away? I had so much to hide.
Your chin is up
hey
right
guys.
Now. Okay, keep going.
The biggest disappointment, you know. The kid couldn't hack it. She's back and she's walking real slow. Welcome home. Just breathe. Oh hey.
Every time you have one of these melismas, a place where you have to sing one word but it's over 7 pitches, why? Is always my first question. Yes, it's the style of the music. Yes, it's pretty. Yet, why as the character? Why does this word get? Because it's not just breathe this time. It's come on, really breathe. And technically, as the performer, you need to tank before that because it's a long line. And it's a lot of, you've got to ride through that so that you're not pressing up into it, regardless of what the character is feeling and the anxieties. So let's, if we can, just pick it up just a little bit before that again, and think through the end of the line, but also think a progression of an idea.
Okay. And I don't know if anyone noticed, when I said put your chin down, and you did, not for anyone who knows in the room, but your voice got rounder. All of a sudden, this makes it thin, and this makes it rounder. Okay? So I want you to think of everything round, just automatically did that. So you're doing 2 different things where you're anxious, which makes everything to this. All right, so you have to think opposite.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not tense, I'm gonna breathe.
Okay.
And if it helps, even just as an exercise as you're exploring the character, to switch positions into the Nina who knows, in order to be technically on top of that, you could make that acting choice.
Okay.
But keep, as she said, keep your head down a little bit and just keep the sound.
Okay.
Supporting the ground.
Okay.
That's okay. Pick up anywhere.
Or we can start
Go
with
ahead.
it.
Okay.
Do you want to start with
Yeah.
this line? Sure.
Sure.
It all sounds the same.
It's the same thing.
This is my street. I smile at the faces I know my life. They regard me with pride, and everyone's
Okay,
sweet.
one more thing. So right in the beginning, okay, you're nervous. You sing your first note, and then it stops before you sing again. In that time, fill that with a...
Okay.
I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because you've got the time, and you end
Yeah,
up.
okay.
It's so hard working with the track, and it's such an art form by itself. Not to make a tangent, but I recently saw Maureen McGovern, who's do an entire show taped in Palm Springs, and she made it sound like she was following an orchestra, and it's a real art because you have to justify for us why it takes a little bit long, but
Yeah.
you've got an acting beat, which is, this is my home.
So in your acting choices, go between the this and I'm calm now. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Because I'm seeing only this a
Okay.
lot of the time.
Mhm.
So make some
Yeah.
choices to get down.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is my street. I smile at the faces I know my life. They regard me with pride, and everyone's sweet. They say you're going places. So how can I say that while I was away? I had so much to hide. Hey guys, it's me. The biggest disappointment, you know. The kid couldn't hack it. She's back and she's walking real slow. Welcome home, just breathe. Oh hey, oh thanks. Just breathe. As the radio plays old forgotten boleros, I think of the days when the city was mine. Remember the praise I dared to the ghetto. The neighborhood waved and said, Nina, be brave and you're gonna be fine. And maybe it's me, but it all seems like lifetimes ago. So why do I say to these faces that I used to know, hey, I'm home. Hey, they're not worried about me. They're all counting on me to succeed. I am the one who made it out, the one who always made the grade. But maybe I should have just stayed home. When I was a child, I stayed wide awake, climbed to the highest place on every fire escape, restless and
We're
climbed.
going to stop you again. We're running out of time, but that was better. And I would just, as you continue to work on the piece, there are so many places where there's a new idea, a transition where you go to get the chair and you say, hey, they're not paying any attention to me. Is a discovery for her in the moment. And I see that you've made clear choices about, okay, there are new ideas.
Yeah.
Go even further in that
Okay.
direction. But excellent work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.